హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు తులసిమధు వ్లాగ్స్. లాస్ట్ వీడియోలో మనం యూనివర్సల్ స్టూడియోస్ పార్ట్ 1 చూసాం. ఇప్పుడు మనం పార్ట్ 2 చూడబోతున్నాం. ఈ వీడియో పార్ట్ 1 కంటే ఇంకా బాగుంటుంది. స్టంట్ వీడియోలు, ఏరోప్లేన్ క్రాషింగ్, ఫ్లడ్స్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఈ వీడియోలో వస్తాయి.
Picture car of that mobile lab that I said was used in the Lost World Jurassic Park right here on our screen. And as a very special treat, on your right hand side, we have some real live dinosaurs. Now don't worry, they are in cages. Okay, they are supposed to be in those cages over there on your right hand side, but it appears that they have escaped. But don't worry, they would never let us drive out here with actual dinosaurs on the loose. So I'm sure somebody's going to come out here and did you miss it? Oh no. Oh no. Of that picture car of that mobile lab that I said was used in the Lost. Now, because we have so much more control in our environment, we don't want to lose it. We have to make our environment look like it's other places in the world. We've been to New York and now we're in typical Mexico TV shows that film like Westworld, Shameless, or Open Development, we will see movies that don't care like Three Amigos, or Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase, and Janet Jackson filmed their escapade music video here. What's really cool about old Mexico is we can control the weather because not every movie or TV show takes place on a beautiful day like today. So if we need some lightning, well, we could just use some strobe lights. If we need thunder, we could just use some sound effects. And then using a sprinkler system that shoots recycled water directly up into the sky so it falls down to earth naturally, we can create rain. Turn this water up. Please tell me my off button's not working. Do you have an emergency off button? No, I didn't think so. Alright, well I am so sorry. We are not allowed to go ahead until I turn this water off. So if you take any pictures and videos, I'm just gonna hit the button and oh no, I didn't turn it off in time. Now it's a flash flood. Water that are now making their way back up to Martin Short and Chevy Chase, and Janet Jackson filmed their escapade music video here. What's really cool about old Mexico is we can control the weather because not every movie or TV show takes place on a beautiful day like today. So if we need some lightning, well, we could just use some strobe lights. If we need thunder, we could just use some sound effects. And then using a sprinkler system that shoots recycled water directly up into the sky so it falls down to earth naturally, we can create rain. Alright, well we have now left old Mexico behind and we've entered 6 Points, Texas. Now 6 Points, Texas got its name because at one point in time there were 6 different roads all coming to one point. And every single road had their own saloon and everything that you need to create your own Western films. So remember when I told you in 1917 a person could come watch a film get made? Well, that would have been right here. Now, we would line the streets with bleachers, fill those bleachers with audience members, and audience members were encouraged to cheer really loudly for the good guys and boo really loudly for the bad guys. How this all work? Well, they were all silent films, so noise pollution was not an issue. Now, much more recently than 1917, Quentin Tarantino was out here filming as his love letter to Hollywood. It is so good. Again, I recommend you check it out highly enough. Now, as we make this turn on your left-hand side, you'll see Soundstage 24. And on Soundstage 24, we normally film The Voice, but right now, Snoop Dogg and Kelly Clarkson have taken over to host NBC's American Song Contest. This is an all-live music competition series of epic proportions where someone from each U.S. state and territory competes to win America's vote for Best Original Hit Song. If you've seen Eurovision, this is the American version of that iconic show. Now, I do want to let you all know that we are approximately at the halfway mark of the tour, so I just want to remind everybody to stay seated during the entire tour. This is monster movie. We are known for our monster movies, and in fact, if you look to your right-hand side, it's kind of behind these trees now, but there's a little body of water there. That body of water, you might call it a pond. You might call it a lake. You might call it a river. But what I do know is that this is the only two-level soundstage in existence. So right above us is another fully decorated set, and that looks so cool up there. We have this big truck up there, and it's set up to look like a street in San Francisco. Well, not so. We could all use a nice relaxing beach trip. So let's take a trip to the cute little town of Amity Island. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Danielle, I don't want to go there. That's a town that was terrorized in Jaws. But don't worry, if you look to your right-hand side, you can see we caught the sea shark earlier today. He's hanging up over there. And my friend George is the Universal Police diver. He's in the water right now doing one final sweep. No, there's other. George is in there. So on the count of three, let's go for George. Ready? 1, 2, 3. George! No, I don't think he yelled loud enough. Oh, poor George. Well, you know, George had a lot of guts for being out there, and there's his guts right now. Well, George did tell me we'd like to eat some shark bait in that yellow water, so in that yellow barrel, so let's go ahead and hopefully that shark will take that bait. Immediately sunk to the bottom of the ocean, gave the cast and crew so many issues, they nicknamed the movie Flaws. Now, Steven Spielberg was not the first choice of director to direct the movie Jaws, but the first choice of director did not know the difference between a whale and a shark. Now, Steven Spielberg was not the first choice of director to direct the movie Jaws, but the first choice of director did not know the difference between a whale and a shark. He didn't think that was a big deal. So he was out and Spielberg was in. Now, as we looked at the island on your left-hand side, I do want to let you know that it was also the afterlife on an episode of The Good Place, and it was this coastal town in this Angela Lansbury TV show. Dolly Parton's Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, and Mindy Driver's TV show About a Boy, and an Element Videos music video, Sorry for Party Rockin'. Now sometimes the camera's going to see the entire neighborhood, and we cannot shut down the whole neighborhood, just like we couldn't shut down, Chicago to dig a hole, so we had to create our own neighborhood. So welcome to our Colonial Street, but you might not call this Colonial Street, you might call it Mockingbird Lane, because that lavender house right there on your left-hand side was 1313 Mockingbird Lane, and that's where the Munsters lived for their TV show. You might also call this Wisteria Lane. That's because this is where the Desperate Housewives lived for their tremendously successful 8-season run on ABC. Now, most of these houses were shells, meaning you could film all around them, but there's nothing on the inside. And then, because the housewives were so successful, we were able to convert them into practical sets, meaning to film inside out. That tree house is in a yard of. That tree is a endangered species, so we had to build that whole house around that tree, so we couldn't cut that tree down. Now, on your left-hand side, we have a greenhouse, and this greenhouse is where the Cleavers lived in the Leave It to Beaver movie. We filmed their TV show in our soundstation on the front lot, but that's where they lived in the movie. Also, where Bryan Cranston lived in Why Him. It's another great example of why we can't film in a real neighborhood, because they landed a helicopter right on our Colonial Street for that movie, and we can't do that. We can't land a helicopter in a neighborhood. We also made our Colonial Street look like a winter wonderland, because that movie takes place at Christmas time. Now, this very last house here on your left-hand side, this like grayish, pinkish, purplish house, that's the Delta House from National Lampoon's Animal House. But now let's take a look at our streets and see Colonial Street in action. Getaway car. Because we're going to need a good getaway car where we're going. Because we are now headed to two of the most historic sets still standing in Hollywood today. The Bates Motel and the Psycho House from Alfred. This is a real Boeing 747 that the production team at Paramount got and destroyed just for this movie starring Tom Cruise, directed by Steven Spielberg, War of the Worlds.
Is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Spielberg.
When you first then sit down to talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen, now listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay?
ఇక్కడ మనుషులు మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నట్టు పడిపోయింది కదా రైతులు మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నట్టు.
Robbie, get in. Get in.
కాదులే ఆ బస్సులో వచ్చేది ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ అని ఆ బస్సులో తీసుకొస్తారు దిగర్లో.
Now, I do want to let you all know that we are approximately 10 minutes away from the end of the tour, and we will be returning to the theme park. Team at Paramount got and destroyed just for this movie starring Tom Cruise, directed by Steven Spielberg, War of the Worlds.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Spielberg.
When you first then sit down to talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood?
Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen, now listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
Now, I do want to let you all know that we are approximately 10 minutes away from the end.
Everybody out! Yeah, turn that music off.
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party. And where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Him?
That's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. How about you just clear out of here? Otherwise, we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate. Shaw traced us. Ops can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle. It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door. Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried.
This is our turn.
After them.
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Roman, Letty, hook him up.
I got the bull by the horn.
Now we're moving.
You give me the witness to run over the car today. I got company. The witness is mine, Letty.
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away. Follow the calls.
Way to go, Letty.
Don't climb it up the missile shot.
Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this.
Woman, don't shoot. Head over the bridge. Under construction. Everybody hold on.
Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
Okay, but check out our brand new Secret Life of Pets ride. It's got the ups in a minute, show times, ride wait times, and to confirm that the park closes at 7 p.m.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్. ఈ వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. అలాగే మా ఛానల్ని కొత్తగా చూసేవాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉంటే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయడం మరొకటి.